Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Fighting off the defender. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught quickly. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Hands off to the left. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Handoff to the back. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. This will be the 9th play on the drive. The shotgun running play call. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Gaudet. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
Strong run keeps the drive going. 1st down now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He pulls in the catch. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top 5 receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Back to pass. It's Gaudet. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football. He has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
But great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Makes a quick grab. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Hokies. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. It's a big pickup after the catch, and more importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. And the wideout goes in motion. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Using his legs, it's Mason. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Gaudet. Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. We'll tackle him about the 15-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to 21.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive moving.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Man, that is a big play by this offense. Now they move the ball into the red zone. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you better be ready, because the momentum that they've created, they're probably going to take a shot to the end zone right here.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here, but I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on third down.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Well, look at this. They could break the tie with a chip shot, but the coach says, we're going for it on 4th down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Okay, 2nd and 10 from their own 1. This is an important play. They want to avoid a 3rd and long at this spot on the field. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Gaudet. He'll take a deep shot. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So, the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Throws it to the right. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that.
Down he goes. A sack. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here and bulldozing his way through. And they get him down what will be the final play of this 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play that needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again. Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, what a cut, and still going. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And the runner takes off to his right. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
2nd down after that previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Looking to pass this time. Trying to get the throw off. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, give the defense all the credit here on this 3rd down play. They got after that quarterback in a hurry. The RPO game, quarterback decides to keep it. And how about the pursuit of that defense? Now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Michigan offense back out on the field. And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. You bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Fires it to the wideout, who makes the grab. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Snags the quick throw. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the Wolverines are in the red zone now. It's a shotgun run call. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Wolverines line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Tight end goes in motion. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Across the 40 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Crosses the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Now the all-important extra point. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. Wolverines will have to punt this one away. Okay, take it away for the 2nd time. Just able to get it away. Returner tackled right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Time for one more play here in the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Gaudet. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability to getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And we've seen you able to make the stop after a short gain. That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. And they start the drive with an end-around play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback, is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's work.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And the return man runs out of bounds.
Well, this returner is about to get an earful, but at least the coach isn't as mad as they would have been if they ended up losing the ball.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Gaudet. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Michigan offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it go as he's being hit. That one sails incomplete. He threw it too far.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, it's another big sack for this defense. They've come up with so many sacks. It's a great way to get back into this football game. Now, give the quarterback credit. He's played tough through that so far. But one mistake could potentially be a game-changing play.
Receiver makes the catch. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first. And it's 4th down.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop.
It's a fake. Direct snap to the up man. Cannot even make it back to the line. The return team does a great job snuffing it out and stopping it. Defense was all over that. The gamble doesn't pay off. Now the offense will take over in good position. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Gaudet. And he finds the running back in the flat. Tackle made after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but they have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitching catch.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And the Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
It's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Using his legs on the scramble. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Motion now from the tight end. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. And now the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. The Hokies bring their punt team onto the field. They're thinking about maybe taking a safety in this situation. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
So after taking the lead here very late, they'll kick it off, hope the defense can just seal the win. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The ball falls to the ground, and you have a national champion. To the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college